So I've never done a time-lapse video before, and earlier as I was uppotting a tray of produce, I made an attempt at a time-lapse. So let me start by saying, hi, welcome to the Cluck G Sells Homestead. My name is Annie, and if you've been watching, following, whatever, for the last year or so, then you know that my husband and I live here in the Ozarks mountains with our many critters, and we plant a lot of food and try to grow a lot of food so that we are living off of our land and is sustainable and healthy in our eating practices as we can possibly be. Now guys, when I say that, please don't think that we don't stop at Sonic sometimes, or we don't eat local diner food, because sometimes you don't have time to pack lunch and you need something to eat. We do. But I can tell you that we try to make sure that we get our fresh fruits and vegetables every single day, that we raise as much food as we possibly can here on the homestead, and we dry, can, freeze food, as well as do our friends and family. So basically, are we 100% self-sufficient? Absolutely not. But we are doing our very best to make sure that we are utilizing as sustainable practices as we are able. Hi, excuse me a moment. In this modern day world that we live in. And just because you can't be a teetotaler and go 100% doesn't mean that those efforts that you're making don't have a positive impact on your lives and the lives of other people. Now, if I stop talking for a minute and you listen, you'll hear birds chirping, because we've had 2 of the birds in our incubator pit so far, hoping more. The survival rate goes up the more of them that actually hatch out. You'll hear the meowing of cats, as we have one cat that we've had for a long time, and then we also have a new kitten, Minnie. Minnie was an accidental pregnancy for one of our neighbors here in this community, and they were looking for someone to help take care of these cats. I needed another cat, about like I needed another Bill, but because we do try to do everything organic and healthy, we don't put out poisons, which means that we have to deal with rodents and pests. And Axe here, who you frequently see in our videos, used to have a best friend and female companion that helped him with his job, and we had no issues whatsoever. But unfortunately, she passed away, and after we lost Lulu, we never replaced her. So now we have Minnie until you hear her. Other sounds that you might hear are the puppies lapping at the water or growling at one another. We also have pups here on the homestead. We have had dogs before, and we didn't have any way to fence them in for when we were gone to work. But because we are putting in new fencing for all of the animals, the dogs will have a place to be during the day once they're not puppies anymore. I say that simply because when my kittens and my puppies are small, I keep them indoors 24/7 so that they imprint on one another and they learn that their home is where we are. I find that they're a lot less likely to run off, cause trouble at the neighbors, get run over, any of those kinds of things, if they spend more time with you and in their home whenever they're small. That's just my experience. That's my practice. That's what I do. So, now that I've just rambled on, let's talk about what I'm doing today. So, I underestimated the amount of uppotting that I needed to do last weekend, committed to a lot of other activities as well, and so now I have hundreds of plants that if I don't get them uppotted, there won't be anything left of them, and we'll have to start over from scratch. So even though it is a little late to do the uppotting on them, I should probably be uppotting them to even bigger containers than I am. I am going ahead in the containers that I have available and uppotting them. Why? Because even if only 30%, 40%, 50% of what we have here and that we're uppotting survives, we'll still have plenty of crop, plenty to sow or plant rather, for ourselves, for our closest friend, and for our closest family. So we're just pushing ahead with that effort and doing the best that we can to make good use of our resources here on the homestead. So again, I apologize if the time-lapse thing doesn't really work out. Never done that before. Got to start somewhere. I thank you for your time and for your following, for your encouragement, your support, sharing your own stories about what's going on your own homestead. And we'll look forward to talking to you again very soon. In the meantime, we hope that you stay safe and stay blessed.